going on, YCharters? This is Kyle Geers from the Customer Success Team coming at you with another YCharts 101. Today's topic is going to be the dashboard. And the dashboard is one of the most important aspects of the platform. But a lot of folks like to jump past it into other tools like reports and model portfolios. But the fact of the matter is, a dashboard can provide a ton of value for you if you have it set up properly. That's what we're going to work on today. First and foremost, I want to point out that you have the ability to leverage up to 4 separate data tabs up at the top of the dashboard. You start with one default tab, which I usually recommend renaming your equity tab because you have some nice equity charts on the right-hand side there already. We can also create a separate tab for fixed income. Nice to break out these asset classes here. And then the third recommendation would be economic data. You do have up to 4 that you can work with. So the last one could hold client holdings or accounts or an alternative asset class. Totally up to you based on what best fits your style or your needs. Let me jump back to the equity tab here, and I want to talk about a couple things that we have on the back end that we can actually push out to your accounts. So for these items that I note, make sure you link up with your account executive, your customer success manager, in order to get these pushed to your account. First and foremost, under the fund option, we're going to have the equity style box ETFs, basically taking the Russell ETFs across everything from small cap to large cap, across all styles. So you can track what's performing well and what isn't throughout the trading day. We'll go back to the add watch list to dashboard dropdown, jump into another fund list, which would be sector ETFs. So similar situation here, but it breaks it down by sectors. See what's outperforming, underperforming, leverage the live intraday updates, but also you have the ability to jump into the data tab and see how sectors are performing on a year-to-date basis, or even swap out these data points to something that would be a bit more interesting to you. Next, we'll talk about the fixed income tab. And similar to the equity watch list, we're going to have fixed income watch lists broken out by different sectors or parts of the market. And we're using the ETF proxies that track major indices so we can get a good read on what's happening within those particular areas of the sector. So similar situation here, you can sort by performance on the daily, or you can jump into the data tab. And here you might want to take a look at something like yields. If you want to get a good idea of what that sector is paying, we can go to options, add metric to data view, swap something out for yield information and get a good idea of what sort of yields those particular areas are providing. Then on the right-hand side, we obviously have to fill up the blank space there with charts. One of the most impactful charts for fixed income is going to be spreads. We can take a look at the corporate option adjusted spread. And we can find that just by typing in corp space spread. We'll grab the corporate master and also the high yield spread. So if I type in high yield spread, we should be able to easily locate that, which is the high yield master too. So basically taking a look at investment grade corporates as well as high yield against treasuries. We don't need a financial metric here, nor do we need to normalize that because we want to see the actual spread rather than the percent change. Save that down, and that is now posted and pinned to our fixed income tab to track spread information. You can also do the same with rates. So if you want to create a chart with treasury rates, 2-year, 10-year, 30-year, so on, another great way to take advantage of the charts on a fixed income tab. And then last but not least, you have the economic data. Once again, we'll call up some watch lists that we can push out to the back end. And this one is popular economic metrics. So a lot of the headline indicators, a lot of the indicators that move markets that people generally track pretty closely, it's already built out for you. So make sure you reach out to your YCharts rep to get that added to your account. And then on the right-hand side, for some of the economic data, we have 275,000 plus economic indicators. So there's definitely going to be something for everybody here. Let me walk through a couple quick examples based on what I've been seeing and what's interesting out in the market. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and add the dollar index. The dollar index actually isn't an economic indicator, it's an index, but a lot of times people might have trouble finding it. We have it in there as the DB long US dollar index. So we'll go ahead and select that. And the metric that we'll want to use is level, L-E-V-E-L, which is the equivalent of a price for an index. And we can go ahead and normalize that to see the moves on the daily, and save chart. So if I want to jump over to that 1 day, we can see how the dollar index has moved throughout the day. A couple other items that have been hot topics of discussion have been metals. So I'll name this next watch list metals. And I'm a big fan of using GLD and SLV here for silver and gold, so I can track those intraday moves. So we'll add those two ETFs here, and here we'll actually be required to enter in a financial metric. Here I'm going to want to use price, which is the market price, and it will show you the change in price throughout the day. So we'll select financial metrics, check the normalized box, which gives us the percent change in price, and save chart. So now we have a chart which we can track on daily or even go year to date on it to see how gold and silver have been performing. And then last but not least, let's go ahead and add in something like mortgage rates. And if you simply just type in or start typing mortgage, you can find the 30-year mortgage rate as well as the 15-year, and there's some ARM information in there as well. Don't need a financial metric. We don't want to normalize it, but if that's something that I'm talking about quite frequently with clients, might be helpful to have on the dashboard. So once again, any of the 275,000 plus economic indicators available on the platform can be posted to the dashboard. So hopefully this is helpful to give you a jump start on your dashboard. Once again, lean on us for any of that information that we can push out to you and help beef that dashboard up, but please do take advantage of it. Put in a little bit of legwork up front, and it's going to go a long way for you. Thank you for joining me during today's session of YCharts 101, and we hope to see you back soon.